Happy Wine Wednesday, Canadian wine lovers,
Fellow Wine Club members, everyone across the
the
world.
country.
Well, this is a special edition of Wine Wednesday. I mean, I've been saying that more and more lately, saying, hey, you know what? We've done Wine Wednesday from a parking lot in Edmonton. We've done Wine Wednesday from an airport, like many different airports, Singapore, Bali, like a lot of different places.
In the
And
last 6 years.
in the last 6 years. And
Which, by the way, stay till the end because we're going to talk about the winery discovery of the week, which is Lailey Winery in Niagara on the Lake, and some really great wines. But stay till the end to hear about some special things happening in the club next Wednesday because it is our 6 year anniversary. We launched on Canada Day 2020. Um,
oh
but
yeah, I forgot that part. Yeah.
Yes. But what Carl's flashing on here is just we were recently on our first international trip with members.
I
This
mean,
is
if you know, you know. When you see these little bottles like that, these are special things. If
so
you know, you know. If you know, you know.
okay, so that's a little flash forward to a reconnaissance visit we did for our future club trips in Hungary
That
after we went to Burgundy with members. And this is something that was hatched out of our last Pan-Canadian reunion with winemakers, with members from across Canada, tasting wines from coast to coast. And everyone said, we should go to Burgundy together. And we're like, oh, of course we
sure,
should go to
let's
Burgundy
do
together.
it. And
And
we did.
we should bring Canadian wines and Canadian winemakers with us. And
And we did.
guess what? We did it. We survived. We're here. We're a little bit
Well,
stranded. There's a heat wave in Europe.
uh,
Our flights got changed and
can
changed,
and cancel.
and it's been a very,
Uh,
yeah, very eventual, you know, exciting week for us in that respect, being a
and
bit stranded. But
but but we're featuring Lailey this week, and
and
uh,
we don't ever miss a Wine Wednesday, so we're
we're
here,
here
guys. If you're
live
here,
from
let us
Rome.
know in the comments where you're tuning in from.
Yeah,
Love to
because
see people
we
from
yeah.
Vancouver Island over to Nova Scotia and everywhere in between, chatting about Canadian wine. That's what we're all about.
And like, okay, let's say like in the last 3 weeks, we were in Burgundy, obviously, right? Because we spent 10 days with the members in Burgundy. We went to Hungary. We spent time in Budapest. We spent time in Tokaj. We spent time in Romania. But like all of this, and now we're in Rome. That's where we are because we're waiting to go home. So
Yes, this is where WestJet positioned us for the best chance to go home. So,
yeah.
um,
Okay,
anyway,
Laylee.
we came across Lailey Winery a few years ago, and it
Yes.
was a really interesting story because Lailey is, I mean, we just featured Hillside Winery and on the Naramata Bench, and they're like one of the original 3 or 5 wineries in BC that really pushed for what is today's wine industry to be possible. Yes,
But I mean,
yes, it
it's
is.
so fitting that we're doing Laylee
Lailey, yes.
right after
These guys are like
Hillside.
twins that don't know about each other, Lailey and Hillside, okay?
Exactly, right?
So Lailey is over on the in Niagara on the Lake, and they are like Hillside, one of the originals that said, yes, we can make world-class wine in Niagara, like what, 40, 50 years ago now, in
Yeah.
the 70s. And they did it, and they did an amazing job. They were one of the very first single vineyards that was coveted
I mean,
for
people
Niagara.
know the story, know the history of Niagara wines. I mean, Laylee has been part of that the building blocks of what they've done, not only in the vineyard, but also in the organization of the VQA and like the whole 9 yards. Okay, there was a let's say a fall of Lily for a certain period of time, but the rise now is absolutely spectacular.
And for those that don't know about that, that's something that happened where Lily changed hands from the original owners, as can happen sometimes, you know, as a winery evolves and things went a little bit off from, I guess, the original vision that people who had supported Lily from day one were you know, excited about. And then the current owners purchased it, what, about 4 years ago, 5 years
Yeah,
ago?
but we're probably gonna have Pike in an interview a little later,
Yeah.
when we get home.
When
And we'll
hopefully this is coming across clearly to you guys because internet has been very hard to come by the
well, I
last
mean,
few
everything
days.
is it's so hot right now. Like, I mean, it's
That
3 in the
too,
morning and
but
it's still 27 degrees. But I mean, I
but
think we
other
hit
things.
40 something degrees today.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the internet is melting.
No, but where we were in Eastern Europe, really not much signal at all. So
Yeah, you're
anyway,
right. Yeah.
my point is that what is my point, Carl? My point is
Oh, if I
yes,
purchased Lailey,
Faik Turkmen
yes.
purchased Lailey, took to
There you
run
go,
the
Thomas.
winery,
Yes.
and really has done something incredible with Lailey in the sense that he brought his own personal project, which was Stonebridge Wines, and merged it with Lailey, which is single vineyard Chardonnay,
But that's why I came
Cabernet,
across to
Castron.
Lely because okay, that I knew with because what's his name was Derek Burnett. Derek Burnett, long time ago, was making wine at Lely
That's
for Lely.
Lailey, yes.
Yeah, so I knew about Lily, but I'd never kind of tasted that. But when I came up, when we started to taste Stonebridge,
Yes.
that's where I was like, holy shit, these wines are
So good.
something else. Okay, so good. So, by the way, we had a Stonebridge Chardonnay in Burgundy, which kicked ass at Chardonnay night in Burgundy. We did our
Yes.
Meursault tour and we had the Stonebridge
So good.
2019 in Meursault.
So you guys, I
Anyway,
mean, this guy has, worked in international wines his whole career, and he's spent like 30 years in wine. So he's always like, "Oh, Canadian wines are world class. They really are." And I just believe him because he's tasted a lot of international wines. So, but from my personal experience, I didn't have that experience yet until Burgundy, where we're tasting like Premier Cru, Grand Cru Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and we put some Canadian wines in there with these bottles that are often three, four, five times the price in Burgundy as our Canadian ones.
and how many times did I say over these 10 I told you so. I
And
told you so.
it's very impressive. Many times, like at the Stonebridge with some of the other bottles that we brought, um, it's like, wow, these can stand their own. Like, yeah, sometimes you can tell maybe that they're a fifth of the price,
Yeah,
but it's not like a startling disconnect. It's like this is a very good wine, and this is, yeah, for sure, a Grand Cru that people have been, farming the land for 1,500 years, kind of, you know,
I mean, we don't have
situation.
a
So.
Chassagne Montrachet. We don't have these crazy, like these crazy vineyards yet here in Canada. But like you mentioned, right, at that price point. Anyhow, enough saying that. Oh, here you go. Tracy and Jim are drink. Oh yeah, well we featured that wine. That's one of the wine that I said that tastes like Meursault because it's so bold and so big, the Forgotten Row and the texture and the oak in there and all that. So that's a great wine, you guys. So Malabar Forgotten Row. So back to Lely. Okay, so I realized because Pike with Stonebridge, how amazing the wines at Stonebridge. So I wanted to taste later. We met with Thomas, the general manager of the winery. It's like, wow, wow, what an amazing guy. And we did an event.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi, Thomas.
Stop by. Stop by.
Well, Thomas was in the warehouse all day on the lift, and so
Or
moving
the
pieces are
vineyard. I mean, this, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Yes.
anyway,
Yay.
but yeah, we did an event with the former mayor of St. Catherine or something like
That's
that.
Niagara on the Lake,
Niagara on the
where they
Lake. So
are.
that was pretty cool, that event that we did at
We were
Lailey.
the Wine Wednesday Live, which,
Yeah.
by the way, it was super fun. And we're doing again at Nostalgia Winery in Oliver,
In
Australia.
Oliver. Oliver.
Oliver,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
August 5th, I believe. So if you happen to be in the Okanagan August 5th, we're going to be Wine Wednesdaying from the winery we're featuring.
So long point
Okay, yeah.
was
We get distracted
I know,
very
I know.
easily,
But
especially in a heat wave when it's
maybe
like
because we're
2 in the
tired and
morning
like
and
everything goes.
it's
Anyway, okay.
very hot
My
still.
long point was after tasting all that, I tasted Lily and was like, oh my God, these wines are freaking awesome. And so even more now, even more so, when Thomas sent me that box of samples a few months ago, I kind of like I had that aha moment to say, holy fuck. Oops, shit, I couldn't say that. Sorry.
I know.
Holy schmoot.
Now the algorithm is not going to like us, Carl. No one's going to see this video because
Holy
we're
shit
sharing.
at all.
Yes, we're in French.
There you go. Holy shit at all. These wines are even better than what I remember. So I want to give you a little rundown of my like wow, holy shit at all. Because yeah, 3 gold medals. And my scores are all between 93 and 91 and 93. The Malbec
Mm,
really, really, really stood out to me.
that's
Malbec,
a special wine.
yeah, really, really awesome. Another one who stood out is the off-dry Riesling. Kicks ass. I mean, to me, it's in the same category of the Vineland. Um, which one that the elevation
St.
vine,
Urban.
yeah, Saint Urban. That it's always one of my favorite, and the Ferox.
Mm.
These are some of there's also Suan and all that, but at that price point of like 25 or $26, wow, that off dry Riesling, like just a little tad of sweetness to make it round and soft and texture. Geez, that I like that.
I do like
Uh,
that kind of sweetness.
yes, yes. And there's also the Chardonnay. The wild ferment Chardonnay also kicks ass big time. So there's that. This Weigel was absolutely impressive.
Did I read correctly that there is a white Pinot Noir? I feel like that's like
That's the,
super rare,
yeah.
especially in
Well,
Canada.
I mean, this is really cool what they've done with that because with the white field blend, okay, the there's a large portion of Pinot Noir. So you got a white blend, a white wine, but majority Pinot Noir in there. So this is really cool. Like we don't see that quite often. And yeah, the texture is great, the layers, like you got a white wine, but you get nice citrus, a little layer of like strawberry or like little berries coming in out of that. Like this is really, 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 really good. So that white blend, it's really rare as well. This Weigel won gold last year. This is the new release. And Thomas like, hey, do you know that we have a meritage that we've made only for restaurant? And I would like to share that with you.
It's always music to my
I
ears.
know, right? I know, right? So we have a exclusive meritage in this that it's not available anywhere, not anywhere. So yeah, that's a really cool wine as well. These are not the big and heavy reds, are more wine, but even if like I mean the Cafron, the the Meritage, the Spiegel, the Malbec. These are medium to full body wine, but not that big, overly extracted. These wines kind of with finesse and a little bit more, I would say, like bright lifted acidity, long finish, complexity. So these wines they all have personality. So I mean, wonderful selection of whites. The white blend, the two Chardonnays, the Shirley, and the wild ferment. So like that beautiful selection is just so cool and very versatile. Yeah. So that's a little bit of a
A
I,
little bit of what we're up to with Lailey and oops,
yeah, Bob.
There we go. And this is open until next Tuesday, I believe, because guess what's happening Wednesday? Wednesday is July 1st, guys, and it is our 6-year anniversary since we launched the club because we did it strategically. Okay, we said like if it's a Canadian wine club, let's launch it on Canada Day. And it was 2020, so we had way too much time on our hands to think about these things because it was COVID. So yeah, we launched the club on July 1st, 2020, and this next Wednesday is July 1st, 2026, which makes us 6 years old as a club. So the secret, if you stayed this far, is that on Wednesday we plan to have the very limited edition club anniversary red available again to order. There's really not much left of it, but it's an amazing story behind this wine and who made it and how it was made and how members have been enjoying it. And I know many of you guys have asked, can we get more of it? And yes, Vineland has a bit more of it,
Yes.
and we're going to release it for the 6th anniversary as a little celebration. But also coming up in July, we have something we've never done before. The whole month of July, we're going to be featuring how many? Eight,
Eight or
10 winemakers and wineries, micro wineries in some cases, who all make their home at Mary Nissen
so it's the collab
uh,
group.
and the Collab Group. So, yeah, it's a great group of winemakers and wineries, and we're going to feature them sort of like almost like speed dating throughout the month, you
Yeah,
know?
that's going to
Um,
be super cool. I can't wait. And by the way, one of the architect of collab, so Mark Bister, but he's running guy with the collab group is Jeff Mood, who owns Divergence wine. We feature a little bit of Divergence for. I always think that Jeff makes some incredible wines. And this weekend, he just won the Paul Pender Award. So this is a very big deal. This is one of the very most important wine award in the Ontario wine or the Canadian wine industry. And yeah, Jeff just got that at the Paul Brown College. So really cool. So congratulations to Jeff Mood at Divergence and Speed Dating Chardonnay. Yeah, we've done that a few times, Daryl. But yeah, I wanted to mention that about Jeff, and we're gonna do a lot of tasting of Divergence in the months of July. Talk with Jeff multiple. We'll talk with Jeff multiple times in interview as well. But this week it's Lailey. We're probably gonna either have Thaik or Thomas in interview later this weekend because yeah, we just couldn't connect. And
uh,
we have 11 wines available this week.
I
And
mean, and like always, if there's a Stonebridge wine that you've been dying to
oh
try, or like
yes,
other wines, send us a quick note. We can always ask them to include something else for you guys. I know many members are currently deciding on what they want to get from Laylee. Oops, it's kind of lag here. Yeah. So, so feel free to reach out with questions, guys, about the Lailey wines. I have tasted all of them. They are all very well made and very good and very refreshing for summer, I would say. They also are right up there with like specialness, right?
yeah,
Given the fact that they're old vines, that
they
this
have
has an
soul.
amazing
They
story,
are wines with soul.
and like some rare varietals that you can't often get. So there's just like everything in this offer. On top of it, they've given us member pricing
Yes, I
on a
forgot
few
about
of the
that.
wines,
Yes, yes, the
which is
kick ass
like
pricing.
$2 to $5 off per bottle sometimes. And there's also free shipping possible with this one.
You get
Uh,
199 for Ontario and Quebec, 299 for the rest of the
the rest of the country.
country.
So this is
So
a really great one, especially to stock up for summer. And we've very much enjoyed
I like
discovering.
this Vigo. Really like this Vigo.
So speaking of Zweigelt, okay, so that's one of the varietals that's really rare in Canada and that we have come across quite a few times in Eastern Europe. So when you stay this long, maybe you want to know about what we've been up to. So this is a new thing, guys. I think we have the travel bug. Some of you have the travel bug, and we kind of enjoy doing that with wine and people who like wine. So this is the thing that we're up to. This is the thing. We've decided we travel well, and generally the Canadian wine travels well. So do the winemakers. So let's go and let's talk about how these last 6 years we're banging the doors saying like Canadian wine is world class. It can stand up to any iconic wine region, often at a fraction of the price. Well, let's go take it over there and try it.
And
So,
it was so cool, so incredible in Burgundy. I mean, our host Vincent,
really
well,
fantastic
oh my Lord,
place
it's
that we stayed
just.
at and a host.
And I mean, like the day with Pascal Marchand was
Mhm.
one of the highlights. Chateau Marceau was beautiful. Like, I mean, we had so many. Oh, the barrel making exercise that we've done was really cool.
Like
Also,
they actually like made barrels.
yeah, we did,
We have
absolutely.
some great pictures. So we're gonna have to do a live that is like the Burgundy like recap.
Oh, we have to.
Um
I think like among the 800 pictures that we have on the shared Google Drive with the members who were with us, we need,
there's like 1,000 pictures on
yeah.
there right now.
But there's one thing that I have to say. Burgundy was awesome, and members sent us in reconnaissance to go because
We
lot.
basically said if like two more people register for Romania and Hungary, which is very surprising. Oh, that's my mom.
This is
Then we
surprise for
will go
you.
to Romania and Hungary. Yeah, this is the place you sent us. No, not this one.
No, 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 the one is in the
Over
back.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah,
mom's
yeah.
doing research for us saying members could stay at this really cool castle,
And we found it.
and we found it, and they make wine there. And so we're bringing you back a bottle of that wine just
Yeah.
for helping us find that cool
So
location.
we went to Hungary and Romania, but I have to say, Hungary
Was such a
really,
surprise.
oh my God,
I mean,
like absolutely
wow.
blew my expectation out of the water. I knew that they had a vibrant wine scene in
Yeah.
Hungary. I knew that. But that level, holy smokes, it was incredible. I
We
did tasting
so pleasantly surprised.
around the world, and the tasting that we had at I need Joseph Santesi, right?
Set here.
Santesi.
Hold on. We gotta
Okay,
get our
it
on our Hungarian.
has to be one of my top three tasting that I had in my life.
Yes, it
It,
was. So I don't know if you guys have watched Anthony Bourdain. Okay. Anthony Bourdain, someone we loved watching, No Reservations was one of his shows. It felt like we had been transported to an episode of Anthony Bourdain with this guy.
yeah,
I just wish I could have had you guys there, watching this whole thing go down. It was so cool. Basically, like what often happens with Carl, oh, it's just a 1 hour tasting. Come check out the wines. It turns into like 4 hours.
four and a
He
half.
keeps bringing bottles out of like corners of his cellar and stuff, and we tasted. So this guy decided
Joseph
Joseph,
Santesi.
yeah, we're gonna take members there for sure.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
he decided that there's some rare varietals that got wiped out by phylloxera that need to be revived. And he did a bunch of research of which ones would be really good to revive.
Like Budai
What I border.
Budai
Uh,
Bosch.
and
We're bringing a bottle
you
back.
know, with these indigenous varietals, we were like, oh, this is going to be interesting, right? Interesting. Like, we're not expecting like high scoring wine or anything. It'll just be interesting. Oh my goodness, there
Oh,
was some high scoring wine in there.
yeah. Oh, and seeing this, not only is doing old school, like old revive uh varietals, he also does stuff like
Sauvignon Blanc
Sauvignon Blanc,
and
Cap
Cabernet
Sauvignon,
Sauvignon,
Merlot, Cap Franc,
Pinot Noir,
Pinot Noir.
Blanc de Blanc
Yes.
over there. Haven't tasted yet.
Over here.
So yeah, very, very
Anyway,
surprised. Anyway,
we yeah,
we
like
have more signal, we're going to do a
Yeah,
whole
yeah, and show you because I think we in like what 22 wines that night,
maybe.
and
But in the meantime, okay, if you're one of the that happen and you're like, I want to go on one of these trips.
but wait a second,
Yeah,
we okay, let's do that castle
in Hungary.
in Hungary. And we walked in and we're like, holy shit, that's not possible. This place exists for real. Like 25 rooms and a cellar, and behind there's a full-on wineries, and like it is
Like
like
perfect for a Carl's Wine Club trip.
perfect, absolutely
It used
perfect.
to be a wine
School.
school,
You know, it used
like
to be
hundreds of
the
years ago.
first wine school in Tokai.
Hmm.
So, oh, speaking about Tokai, do you have the video? We can't download that. We don't have enough internet
I
on.
don't think we have enough internet for.
We found a little B&B, you can call that a B&B, in Tokai. Okay.
Yeah.
And we got there late, very late, the first night when we went down. Anyway, long story short, we got there at 10:30. The owner is waiting for us. And the
Oh, it's
first
late.
thing he did, he took us down to the cellar.
It's like, oh, you guys do things with wine. Okay, then you have to come down here. Tracy, you would have not liked it because it was covered in like 4 inches of fuzzy sheep mold.
Yeah, yeah, a
Okay.
true cellar. Ah, that's no, that is no, that's not this,
No, no, no. So
not
this
this one.
is this is more hungry, but oh, is it here? Yeah. See, no
No,
internet. No internet. It hasn't uploaded
no,
even.
okay, okay.
Anyway,
You guys can
my
see it.
point is if you are curious about these trips that we're taking with members over the next few years, you should really hit reply on one of the emails that we've sent about it, or just reach out to us, DM us or something. We will share those videos with you directly. And we can also jump on a private Zoom and chat because we are taking bookings for 2027 for Burgundy, Spain, Tuscany, and
Hungary.
Hungary and Romania.
Yeah.
So
And just so you know, in Hungary, they make these. Okay.
the
They
sweet
make
wines.
Tokai. They make
The
that 5
the
Petunios of
appellation
six.
system there is older than Burgundy, which I thought was the oldest.
Nope.
So they're very, very developed.
Holy smokes. I learned so much in our 5 days in Hungary. I didn't want to leave. Budapest, first and foremost, is absolutely spectacular. The hotel, the
Found a
Chill Palace.
hotel
We found a hotel in Budapest.
with a
Holy,
rooftop area. Anyway,
holy shit.
Miriam is coming. Oh my
That
God, that's so
that
exciting.
hotel, rooftop patio overseeing the Danube. Um, they have the oldest Italian bakery in that hotel
Of Hungary.
of Hungary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the cellar, and I had an idea. We're gonna do a pair off between the sommelier at the Matilda Palace in Budapest with the Hungarian wine and myself and Canadian wines with the same menu.
They can tell us which one pairs
And
better.
you, the members who are coming on a trip with us, are going to vote on which one of the two pairings works better. The general manager of the hotel was absolutely blown away. He's like, holy shit, what a cool idea.
Use your French swearing.
Oh,
I think
zut alors.
I think that they just like they don't
And
like it when we swear these algorithms. I'm telling you. Anyway, Miriam, that's so cool that you're in. I know she was thinking about joining us, so I am really happy that you're in for Romania and Hungary. It's going to be
and speaking of
very special.
Romania, we
Well, then Romania was like even more off the beaten track than Hungary. We're like, this will be very sort of interesting. You know, we'll bring our Canadian wines, which we know are really highly rated.
we
We're gonna,
found a sparkling house.
but then found actual world class, incredible wine. I mean, they've been making wine there for 6,000 years, so they've got to have figured out what they did.
Yeah.
It got really, like, it got really oppressed over the communist Soviet era. They pulled out all the vines. It was really sad in some places. People were telling us this used to be like all you could see is vineyards, and now it's like nothing. But it's reviving, and there are people from Austria and Hungary and from the UK and from even like all over the world investing. They know the terroir is amazing. and it is.
So, full
So
story, we visited a sparkling house, and so we're just tasting the fruit, the blah blah blah. Mentioned the name of Joseph Senteschi, the Hungarian legend that we met. And I said to the winemaker that do you happen to know that Senteschi? And she stopped and she
it's
said,
like, oh, he's a legend.
"Yeah, I know him."
And we're like, oh, we're having dinner with him tomorrow night. How we pulled off this connection?
I tell you what, your cousin,
Yes,
okay,
my
your
cousin.
cousin that you never met before, and that we met for the first time, which is a vet. Anyway, long story short, your cousin has a brother, so your other cousin that you haven't met.
I
Okay,
still
he's a
haven't
wine
met him,
collector. He's a wine collector,
but he's a wine collector.
and
And
his friend knows everyone who speaks perfect English. He
yeah,
learned English in California
yeah,
when he was 12 years old.
go figure.
I figured.
Um,
And he called him while we were having dinner. We just met him for the first time. He picked up the phone at the restaurant. He called his friend. He said, okay, well, tomorrow night we're going to go.
yeah, and then he said, "Oh, and come over right away." So like an hour later, we're meeting Joseph Santeshi. Really cool stuff in Hungary. Anyway, the
Oh, we had a call from Santashi.
I
Yeah.
have a few written down.
Oh,
It was
it's
truly
okay.
special, you guys.
Yeah.
We'll do a whole separate thing.
Yeah.
But what I want to do now, before our batteries die and the internet like gives way to the new heat wave that's coming up here.
Oh, by the way, it's almost 3 in the morning.
Yeah. So before all that, let's do one more quick recap of what's going on this week in the club. So tomorrow, yeah, I know, right? That's like, how do you do all this? Um, so tomorrow is Tasting Thursday Wine Wednesday crew. I really hope some of you can come out and play. We're starting at 5 plus 8 o'clock
I'm not
Eastern.
sure where I'm going to be. How I'm going to pull
Yeah,
that
so
off.
we're supposed to be back in North America by Tasting Thursday tomorrow. So you will have to come by and see us on Zoom with winemaker Daniel Bontrin to see where we end up. Um,
I'm not sure where I'm
but
going to
we
be.
will be on Zoom with you guys with Daniel Bonter talking about the wines that he released in the club about a month ago that many of you ordered. And we said, let's do a follow-up Zoom so that if you have the wines, you can chat with the winemaker about them, learn the story in way more detail. And if you don't have the wines, and you saw that a month ago, and you're like, he's the rosé master of Canada. He makes some incredible Cab Franc um and
Pinot Noir from one
Viognier.
of the little iconic little plot of vineyard right in Summerland where we live, and it was famous for the tractor and vines. Pinot Noir rosé that he made one of a Pinot Noir red, and this is going to be tasted tomorrow. We're going to taste the first ever Grenache rosé, the Pinot Noir rosé, the Viognier as well. And so anyway, it's going to be absolutely
Really
amazing.
good. The last few tasting Thursdays we've done have been epic. Why? Because you guys are epic. Because, people like Jeff show up and we end up like striking a new concept for a business, having to do with wine and hot tubs. I mean, like we have lots of fun.
And see those.
So so we have lots of fun. So you need to come to that if you are into wine and rosé and you want to meet Daniel Bontrin. And that will be open for reorders for a short period. I say short because Daniel's like really running low on some of these wines already.
Exactly.
He makes them in tiny quantities. So that will be in the club coming up. And we will see you again.
Well, so quick rundown. Okay, quick recap of Lailey.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
there's a stunning kick-ass Malbec
Hmm.
in that feature. Okay, 93 point Charles Wine Club, gold medal wine line, very small quantity. So that Malbec is do not miss. There's that cool white field, the field white field blend, which is a blend of Pinot Noir. Yes, and it's a white blend. Really, really cool wine. The gold medal of dry Riesling as well. 92 plus Carl's Wine Club. That beautiful balanced acid sweetness is fantastic. I'm a big fan of this Weigel. What else? The rosé is fun as well. It's a rosé reserve,
Of Capsule,
yeah,
right?
of Cap Sauv. So that I'm a big fan. And
So what I love about Lailey is there's some fantastic value. And when
both
you add
artists.
in
Yeah.
the members pricing, fact that two of these wines you cannot get anywhere else. The Meritage is that restaurant only wine, which is music to my ears because usually that means there's a ton of value in there
Yeah.
because they're putting on a restaurant menu, you want the winery to stand out in terms of value. Uh, and so I love when wineries give us access to their restaurant only wine. You're getting a heck of a deal usually. And that's the case in this case. So yeah, and then there's free shipping available on top of that. So I think this is a can't miss one. We'll probably be back, hopefully, with either Thomas or Faik for like a brief Q&A interview before we
I
finish up
mean,
that
come on,
feature.
brief. Like if you give me 5 for here on
You
camera,
guys
it's
could
not
do
gonna.
it all in like
Okay.
15 minutes,
Yeah,
right?
sure, right.
Yeah, you can talk
Yeah,
about
for
all
or
the wines.
Thomas. Like I knew, like if Thomas and I start talking wine,
So that's it. Yes, such exciting good things. If you have been following and you're wondering about the wines, check your inbox for the links. For Lailey, for Tasting Thursday tomorrow, it's on Zoom.
and
You can come
also
if you have the wines, and if you don't, that's fine. Some people are like, "Oh, do I need to open all of Daniel's wines all at
no.
once? Like all like six or nine or whatever that we featured last month?"
Why
You
would you do
don't
that?
have to. You
Why
can
would
just
you do
open like
that?
one or two. Like,
We're gonna
okay,
taste four, I believe. Oh, fuck. No, we got.
all right.
All
So
right.
I think we're gonna
Sorry.
go and have a little nap. But
We need to try it again tomorrow at the airport in Rome, and
so
yeah,
we're just
like,
retraining for the jet lag because
yeah,
we're gonna be on with wine with tasting Thursday with you guys tomorrow, and we don't want to
from somewhere.
think that it's 4 a.m. Uh,
Um, but yeah, that's it.
yeah,
That's what it is.
great to see everybody, and we
Oh yeah.
will.
Oh, by the way, no, last
Yeah,
thing, the trips.
yes. So
So
also something that many of you gotten links and info to, and if you haven't and you're curious, let us know and we'll send you all
there
the
was the
info.
we put together that founder program.
Yes, there's one spot left in the founder program. There were four spots,
Yeah. And
and
so
the Burgundy people had their time with that as well as I think one person before we left as well. So yes, there's a special founders program where you could have some really cool savings if you want to
pretty pretty
um,
epic saving.
go on trips with us in the next 2 years. Well,
Oh,
not
okay.
just
No,
2 years,
whoa,
but
whoa.
we're starting to announce the dates
Because
for
we
the
have the
next two
dates
years.
for 2027,
Oh
and
yeah.
because Fabian Rice and Stephanie Rice, owner of Fairfax, traveled with us, and they came with us to Burgundy,
This is how these things happen.
and Fabian is German. So
Our
now,
members are like, you're German, and there's great wines in Germany, and you make great wines, and you make some wines in Germany. So, like, we should go to Germany, right?
Fabian's like,
Uh,
okay, so we're meeting with Fabian and Stephanie.
oh, and Germany has amazing night markets in the winter, and Germany, yeah, there's many other cool things about Germany.
And
So,
because Richard de Silva and Twyla de Silva came with us in Burgundy,
and we're
and
like, oh,
and
Richard's
Richard,
family goes back generations in Portugal. Um,
should we go to Portugal? And we said, sure. So anyway, so
so
there's
there's
a
one
thing,
in the works there too.
and also thinking about going to Argentina and Chile. This is all 2028
The
because
people who make wine there, who are winemakers, have no idea about that plan yet. This is just, Burgundy speak here one night. But there are some very, very celebrated Canadian winemakers that make wine in Argentina as well. And this guy's to know pretty
yeah,
famous winemakers in Argentina from his past lives in international wines. So that's another trip in the works. 2028, maybe beyond. So,
we're gonna have 2 years full of 4 trips a year, 27, 28. And yeah, we're gonna go see Vincent again
next June
next June.
in
So,
Burgundy,
yes,
maybe with some of you guys. So, yes, stay tuned. Let's chat, and we'll see you for Tasting Thursday
Lailey,
tomorrow.
but it's Lady Week.
Yes. So don't forget to put those orders in.
Because if you like if you like Malbec, get this one. If
Yeah,
you like me, there's two Chardonnays. There's like an incredible Riesling. There's a Rosé, Cafran Meritage.
a
So
white Pinot Noir.
white, Noir, white field blend. So
Yeah, there's some fantastic wines. All right,
I'm going.
have a great Wine Wednesday, rest of your night, guys. We will chat soon. Take care.
Thank you.